And we are live for round two of the second annual Command Point Invitational. My name's Ryan. Today I'm here with Shane. Shane, how's it going?
It's going pretty well. We are here for another tournament game. I love doing these, and we've got some big names here today.
Yeah, a real heavyweight matchup. We have got Sheldon, better known as Kill Team Stream to the community, facing off against Byronid 40K. Byronid is running the Astra Militarum. Sheldon is running the Novak Necrons, kind of like the pre-Pariah Nexus style Necrons.
Yeah,
So exciting matchup.
yeah, super interesting stuff. Bieranid's running the Catachan, although he's been expressing lately that he wishes he took Vostroyan, apparently. But
Ooh, that's
hey,
interesting.
this is the round two matchup. Both of these players actually lost their first round, so winner here is going to be 1-1. Going to kind of keep their hopes of making top eight alive, and the loser will be going 0-2.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh,
Super interested to see. We've already got the secondaries here on the screen, and there's the reveal.
Okay, so we had the opportunity to look at these kill teams prior. You see a big pile of Necrons here. It's all flayed ones. This is just 120 points worth of flayed ones that Sheldon has brought. And here is Biernid's list. Always
Lots of plasma.
lots of plasma. Gottfried, of course. Um, some special weapons gunners, which also it looks like have plasma guns. So we're this is what is this 8 plasma guns?
Technically, it's four plasma scions. You've got the Tempester with the plasma pistol. You've got four plasma guardsmen,
So this is like
and then you've got
10
the
plasma
sergeant with the
weapons.
plasma.
This is
Yeah,
10 plasma weapons in total and
and Gottfried.
Gottfried.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So I guess keep it simple is the name of the game today. Um, yeah. So I guess they'll be heading into deployment soon. Let's talk about the secondaries that our players have chosen. Biranid has gone for interesting, cut off the head, death from afar, and bounty hunters. How do you feel about these secondaries?
I mean, I when I was at ACO, I played against Necrons. I made the mistake of taking mostly killy secondaries. Bjorn, taking all killy secondaries here. Um, you just gotta be careful because this can be you can put yourself into kind of a trap taking all killy stuff against Necrons. But the fact that it's all flayed ones could kind of play into that a little bit. Um, I mean, we'll see. Flayed ones are definitely easier to kill than Lich Guards and Praetorians.
Yeah, that's for sure. So it looks like they're rolling off for deployment now. I believe Sheldon has one deployment. So let's talk about his secondaries before we get too far in. He's gone with proximity alert, engage on all fronts, and cut apart. So one killy, two positional. Do you think that that's the way to go?
I like the idea of going. I like cut apart because you're literally not going to get kills any other way than in melee with this list. There's no shooting unless you mind shackles. But I mean, I'm not a huge fan of proximity in general, just because if you're getting into combat, you want to kill, right? Like you don't want to be just standing there. Um, we'll see. I almost would have preferred like I don't want to say area secured because with the plasma and everything against guard, it can be kind of tricky. But maybe a scout the field or something. I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah, so kind of a mixed strategy for Sheldon. Uh, I don't I don't even know what to say. I don't think it's like a Hail Mary pass, but it's very simple, the strategy that Baronet has opted for, and that's just try to move his opponent's models off the table. So here we
Yeah.
are in deployment. Baronet has already set up Three Scion Gunners in his reserves, so expect him to use that Deep Strike stratagem, or tactic, I should say, to bring those guys in on the board. And Sheldon has opted to do the same with three of his flayed ones. So no models on the board yet, and we are 6 models in. And here we go.
Yeah, both of them going for that deep strike. This is like, if you ignore Gottfried and like the sub faction stuff, this is like straight out of like 2018 Kill Team.
It really is. The plasma spam guard is something that hasn't really seen that much success recently, and that's just because of all sorts of like invulnerable saves that models have access to now in Kill Team. But I mean, 10 plasma is 10 plasma, you know.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, against Necrons and flayed ones who, 4-up save, I would almost advise very rarely overcharging. Like the regular, like non-overcharged plasma profile is so good against flayed ones. Like, yeah, you're wounding on threes instead of twos, but it's 1 damage, AP3. So they don't get an armor save, and you love that 1 damage against Necrons.
Yeah, absolutely.
In his first game, I can tell you that Byrnid overcharged like to a fault. Like it was getting to the point where I think like half his models were killed by his own overcharge explosions. Like he was giving his opponent like attrition and like putting bounties on the board for his opponent. Like it was messy.
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't sound good. I see in the chat Uzical saying preemptive Fs in the chat for Birinid's plasma overcharge. He wants to know what the over/under on 1.5 plasma overcharge deaths this game is.
Ooh, I'm gonna
Um,
say I'm gonna say over. I think two guys are gonna die from overcharged plasma.
yeah,
Like his own guys.
yeah, I'll take the over on this one.
But I
Yeah,
think he shouldn't be overcharging really almost ever. Um, but I mean, we'll see. What we've heard Baronet say before is that he thinks it's better to go 2 damage if they don't have a flesh wound, and then 1 damage if they do have a flesh wound. Um, we'll see if he abides by that.
yeah. Mathematically, like rolling 2 dice on the injury table against Necrons, is it's somehow mathematically better than rolling one, despite the fact that you're most of the time only going to be killing them on a 5. But I just remember a while ago we like ran the numbers for that, and it was like it's like 0.5% better or something. I'm not sure, but
Yeah, well, basically, it comes out to you're more likely to reanimate, but you're a lot more likely to kill. And
yeah,
what goes down is the odds of flesh wounding. And let's see. I like these models that Baronet is using.
yeah. These are great looking Imperial Guard renders for TTS.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool Imperial Guard models on TTS. This is actually kind of the list that I was saying would be great as Nefrek, this all flayed ones list with the teleporting.
Yeah, yeah, because Nefric, you can just, what is it? You can just move through anything as if it's not there. That's their whole thing, right?
Yeah, basically. And you re-roll advance rolls too. So they're fast, they're teleporting, they're ignoring terrain. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, I think that only works for advance rolls, so you can't like charge through something. But yeah.
you say unfortunately, I say, well, good for that. I'm happy that's not the case.
Well, I mean, it's like nobody ever takes Nefrek, right?
Yeah, true. All right, Bjornid
There's
setting
that
up his veteran
Tempester.
Tempester. Yeah. So kind of like a standoff here between the veteran specialists. Both probably looking to secure that middle point early on.
Yeah. I would be surprised if we saw a Tempestor Vet move, though. It's a dangerous game there.
It really is. You're just opening yourself up for a charge. I don't. Who do you think wants first turn, or do you think any player wants first turn in this instance?
Oh, no. I think both players wanna go second.
Yeah.
All melee versus all shooty. Yeah, the both teams wanna go second there.
Yeah, the veteran move would be a risk, and we know that Baronet has those 3 plasma scions set up in reserve. So, spending the 1 CP to bring them down on turn 1, and then using 1 CP to vet move, that's all of your CP out the window.
Yeah, I think the play here for if I'm Baronet, I want to focus really a lot more, especially in the early game, on getting hold one and kill one and just kind of playing keep away. Um, I mean, challenging hold more, I think just opens you up to getting, charged and getting into melee, which is not where you want to be.
Right.
And, as the game goes on, as you're whittling down the flayed one horde, you can start moving out and getting, or at least denying that hold more that Sheldon's going to want.
I'm just curious as to how those total 6 models that we have in reserve are going to wind up interacting. This is probably going to be one of the
Oh,
biggest.
oh,
Oh,
Goffred's in reserve.
wait, what?
Yeah,
Okay,
interesting.
I've got a lot of questions. I don't. That's definitely an unorthodox strategy. I feel like maybe he's just trying to get him back in Sheldon's backline, or maybe even just set him up in his deployment zone and try to play mind games with Sheldon. Maybe. All right, so here comes the vet move for Sheldon.
Yeah, he's probably going to try and get in his face early on.
Yeah, so there's a total of 8 inches on the advance roll here. Gonna be getting up onto the point behind those barrels, giving himself cover.
Yeah, move up a
Or
little bit.
not.
No, he can probably still give himself cover. Well, I was going to say if he hugs the side of the tower, but and now here's initiative, and Sheldon wins it. So not great for Sheldon, but he might be excited about this flayed one. Vet.
Yeah, just for reference for the stream, Beernid is using the red dice roller, and Kill Team Stream is using the black one that rolls the Necron dice.
All right, so
Oh
that flayed
man.
one vet doing the charge early on. Here's the thing, though. You charge this Tempester. Well, no matter what, this Tempester, you're going to see a fixed bayonets in all likelihood with that power fist coming down.
Yeah. Um. So you were able to catch Beernid's last game, you said, right?
Yes.
How on top of his orders was he? Because this is, I think, maybe like his 4th or 5th game ever playing Astra Militarum. He's a relatively new Astra Militarum player, so how on top of his orders is he?
I think he was relatively on top of them. It was more just like other basic like mechanics that just like when you come into a new faction, especially a faction as intensive as guard, um, there's little things that you're going to have to stay on top of. I think he was pretty much okay with his orders. And here's some Overwatch coming in. All right, he didn't overcharge, thank God.
Yeah, so I think the unders may have it.
Maybe. So he's going on to that sergeant from the looks of it. But is he on
I
both?
think that's the smart move here.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter because no matter what,
That
this
sergeant can still
Tempester.
put orders on someone, right?
Well, the sergeant's not the leader. The leader is the guy over
Oh,
here.
right. Yeah.
Either way, so he's going to charge both. But yeah, we're going to see the Tempester fix bayonets onto onto that flayed one.
Now that combat could really turn out either way, but what this veteran move has done essentially is locked down Birinid into just his corner of the board, right?
Hmm.
So now with this turn one movement, uh, Sheldon's going to be able to get out and just get board control. Most definitely be scoring hold more. Um,
Hmm.
might see a full max on the primary this round.
Yeah, I mean, it depends for sure if the flayed one survives the fixed bayonets from the Power Fist. I'd say there's decent odds that it actually kills the flayed one. I mean, one wound goes through and it's an injury, and then it's D3 damage, and he's got the reroll, so we'll see. Oh, that's a big advance from that flayed one there. Gets
Yeah,
onto that point.
the big 11. So
We
here's
got a
another
9.
9. So yeah,
That'll
look at
do.
this. Every
Good stuff.
objective, nearly every objective he's controlling now.
But like I said, I think if I'm bearing it, I'm focusing on hold one, kill one, not hold more. Like, I think you have to seed that in the early game here.
Yep, I think that's fair.
Ooh, does he get onto that? I think he does. He has
Yeah,
a
I
little.
think he does too. He measured it out,
Yeah.
like literally picked up the model and moved it.
A 9 should be able to get
Yeah, he's on
to
there.
that.
Yep.
Yeah, if I'm Sheldon, if this guy survives, what I want to do is pile into the sergeant, put all my attacks onto him, and then just try and lock up as many guns as I can with a with a consolidate because it's unlikely they'll kill him. It's certainly possible, but you know, halting that plasma is pretty huge
Yeah.
for next turn.
All right, so here we've got a 6-inch advance for another flayed one.
He's just gonna reinforce that middle.
So as of right now, Sheldon will be scoring engage on all fronts, one of his secondaries, and then he'll also in all likelihood score proximity alert.
Well, no, because you need two
He
of
needs
your
two.
models.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. He almost definitely will not score proximity actually, unless Bjornid walks right up to like somehow uh, like the middle. I don't even
Yeah.
know how he could do that, but yeah.
And now if I'm Birinid, I'm worried about those 4 models that I have in reserve that I was going to spend CP on deep striking in. Because look at
Hmm.
the state of the board right now. Any of those models, they can't come within 6 inches of any of Sheldon's models. And Sheldon's going to have the opportunity to deep strike before Birinid does because he's won the initiative this turn.
Hmm.
So what do you think that he just opts to bring them all in his own deployment zone for free and just kind of
Uh,
Try to focus
maybe.
down some of these Necrons, pick up that kill one, or what do you think he
I,
does
I
here?
I think he'll have spots. It's really hard to screen out like the whole board. Like even right now, like I mean, obviously Sheldon's going to get to drop his guys first, like you said, but for now, I mean, there's this tower that's pretty much safe to drop on, unless of course we see some flayed ones go on. We'll see what Biernit's movement brings.
Yeah, so we're getting towards the end of Sheldon's movement here. Opting to
Yeah,
move up
Sheldon.
into that
He does,
tower.
he does love his flayed ones. Not exactly the meta for Necrons these days, but you know,
I think it's a good matchup here.
yeah. I mean, it's certainly interesting. I would have probably liked a Lich Guard or two,
So
but
here we go. We're gonna each one of those bubbles represents 6 inches. So
5 inches.
or 5 inches, excuse me. So these are gonna be. Uh, so actually, there are some noticeable gaps that Bearden
Yeah,
may be
that's
able to exploit. It all depends on where
it's
those flayed ones come down, if they come
yeah,
down this first turn.
definitely hard to screen out against something like that. I mean, these guys getting almost danger. This is the leader here. He's getting almost dangerously close. You're really hoping you kill this flayed one here. There's the Scion Gunner.
One thing that Bearnid has going for him this round, obviously, is Kill Team Stream has no shooting. So
Yeah,
he can just walk around the board completely unimpeded, not have to worry about getting shot, and just take some really good shots against models that are completely exposed. Someone in the chat says that reserving Godfrey is like benching Jordan in the playoffs.
oh my god.
I am inclined to agree with that statement. I think that Godfrey being in place of like the Tempester Scion may have been a better strategy for Biranid, but we'll have to see how it plays out. He might. I mean, Godfrey could come off that bench and slam dunk and just posterize these flayed ones. We don't know what's going on. All right, so here we go with the reserves.
Yeah, Gottfried won't be making any impact until turn 2. But I mean, maybe his plan is to drop Gottfried, like outflank him, like as close as possible to the leader. Like there might be like an area. Okay, so Sheldon's going to be dropping his first because he has initiative. We'll see where these end up going. The thing that worries me is if Biranid plans on using both of his, what's it called? Both outflank and the Scion drop. I mean, then he has no CP to reroll injuries, right? And
Right.
he has no CP to like overcharge an extra guy because you don't want to be overcharging guardsmen. And also, Biranid did not put any model on the objective as in his DZ. So he's currently holding 0 right now.
Yeah, not a good spot you want to be in.
And Sheldon is going to jump right onto that. Not that he needs it, but I mean,
Matt H is in the chat. What up, Matt? He just asked, "Is there someone on Biranid's objective?" Well, yep. Guess not.
now there is, but it's
Now
not one
there
of
is.
his
It's a flayed
models.
one.
Yeah, not Not sure about that. Again, like, I mean, you've got the leader over here. I mean, no reason not to just put the leader on the objective. You know, you might even be able to line up some shots, right? Like this guy up here on the tower, or like this guy all the way downtown from the objective. But yeah, I don't get so Bierna's not going to hold anything. I don't think. I mean, even if he manages to like move a guy over here, right? Then it's still contested.
Yeah.
I don't think there's really. I mean, maybe he could move, like yeah, I don't even see how because
Oh, and
the
this is
guy the guy that would be able to do it is the only guy that could shoot that flayed one off the point, possibly.
yeah, and this is doubly bad now, honestly, because I don't think he's going to be able to drop anybody into his own deployment zone because of where that model is.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he can, but it
Maybe like
not
over
really
here.
gonna
That's
be. Yeah, he's gonna have to drop one or two there if he can, and just try to kill that flayed one. I think that's. It feels like Bearded is already in survival mode.
so that's one reserve. I mean, he's got two more scions. And if he does a move, then he can't fix bayonets over here.
Yeah, some tough choices.
So I mean, his best case scenario is taking Sheldon off of a point that really doesn't matter, right? Because he can't hold it.
Okay, so those two other scions, they're just staying
Oh,
in reserve, and we're going straight into
Godfrey,
the shooting phase.
Godfrey's staying in reserves. So Godfrey's not going to do anything until turn 3. Wow, interesting. So yeah, here's the fixed bayonets. I mean, his hope, I guess, is that he kills this flayed one and then consolidates onto this point,
Yeah.
and then kills this flayed one with the sniper. So he gets one hit there. Wounds on a 3. Doesn't wound.
Uzical in the chat says that Byrnit has been playing some 4D chess. He's talked to me about this idea for a while now, and he says that there is thought behind this. I'm sure there is. Um,
Interesting.
it I feel like this
Yeah.
is kind of like a Hail Mary play now at this point, but
I
I,
like for what it's worth, I actually don't hate like slow dripping these scions in like one turn at a time. Like I definitely see the merit in that. I've done stuff like that before, but I'm curious what the plan with Gottfried is because on first glance, I'm not a fan of it.
yeah, I agree. It is jarring to see Godfrey not on the table for what's going to be half the game.
Oh, and here's the first shooting. So I believe he just reanimated this flayed one. Maybe thinking about CPing that because you really want to kill this guy.
Yeah. I mean, you have to, right? You have to get hold one here.
No, he's not going to do it.
Okay. So Scion Gunner shooting into the combat flayed one. Oh, here's the overcharge. Okay.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he's slow rolling this time. Last game, he was not slow rolling his overcharged shots,
Misses the
which is
first
driving me
shot.
crazy.
Second shot hits.
Hits. Wounds on a 2. That's a wound, and this is going to be 2 damage. Needs that 5. Doesn't get it.
Four and a
That's a flush
three.
wound.
So he does have another. His sniper specialist, no doubt, will be shooting into the combat spec soon.
Well, I think the sniper is the guy that already shot.
No,
And,
that
and
was the Scion Gunner over here.
no. The Scion just flush wounded him. There was another guy that shot that reanimated.
Oh,
I think it was the
am
sniper.
I?
He doesn't have a token on him.
All right, I don't know. I didn't. Must have just completely missed another model shooting.
Overcharge over here on this regular guardsman. So this is 2 shots hitting on 4s. He's going to slow roll. Oh, it hits. Wounds on a 2. That's a wound. So that's AP3. So 2 damage coming in. That's a kill. So there's one flayed one off the board. It's not going to take him off this point, but
He
you
will at
definitely
least,
need
yeah,
a really good shooting phase turn 1, I
yeah,
think, if you're bearded.
yeah. He's got to put points on the board, and then he's also just got to try to thin out as many of these flayed ones as he can before they all pounce on top of him.
Yeah, definitely. I will say Bjornid's doing a really good job conserving his CP. Well, he's being very conservative with it. This is not what I'm used to from Bjornid. Bjornid typically is extremely like he'll spend a CP on a whim, right?
Yeah. All right, so here we go. Okay, supercharge. First shot hits. Okay. Okay, so that's another flayed one pulled off the board. Looking good for Byrnid so far. Sorry about the lapse in silence, guys. We're having some technical difficulties. Shane disconnected, but he will no doubt be reconnecting soon. Yes, please change username. The players are talking to each other through Discord. Um, Over on the Command Point Discord, we have a link to that in the description. We have people in there talking Kill Team, playing Kill Team over TTS, and all that good stuff. Okay, so we see Biranid here spending 2 CP to Decisive Strike with the Tempester Scion. Okay, that's a hit and a miss. This will be wounding on a 3. And that's a wound. Punches straight through the armor. So D3 damage, 3 damage. That is not good for Biranid. Looking for a 5. No, it's a 6 and a 1. So that flayed one reanimates again. So now the flayed one's going to put all of its attacks into Biranid's Sergeant. Oh, all hit. Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds. These are at AP1 now. So does Byrnid even get a save? He does, needing sixes. Gets none 1 damage on the injury roll. And that is a dead sergeant. Now, fortunately for Byrnid here, despite losing this sergeant, um, the closest model is the Tempester Scion. So he should not be able to consolidate into any of Byrnid's other models, which is really important. He needs as much firepower as he can active for the rest of this game here. All right, so looking at the scoring here, uh, so Byrnid was able to pick up 1 secondary point for Death from Afar. Kill Team Stream maxes the primaries, and then should also be scoring Cut Apart. Um, and then I'll also score Engage on All Fronts, I believe. Yep. So right now score is 5-2. The points differential is not that bad. And I think Byrnid's in a pretty okay state. That veteran flayed one you see at the top of the screen here was not able to tie up any of the other Imperial Guard models. So Byrnid should have a lot more shooting. Um, if this combat flayed one wants to come off the point and charge anything, it's going to be giving up that point, which Byrnid no doubt will reclaim. So yeah, still anyone's game. So interesting move from Sheldon. He is opting to decisive move here. And he is opting not to decisive move here. And that makes sense here, I think, in this instance. You know, you're kind of in the lead. I mean, you are in the lead. Um, kind of just see what Byrnid is going to do. Because all the charges that you could make involve you coming off a point. You don't want to do that right now. All right, so Byrnid, I think, is charging a flayed one. Yeah, okay. All right, let's see this charge. Okay, so the flayed one is retreating the full 3 inches here. Ooh, and I think he's going to make it in. Not really the optimal model that I would have liked to see get into combat, but these are desperate times for Byrnid. And now we've got the Tempester making a fallback move onto the point there. So that's a good move because now that flayed one that he fell back from is just going to be stuck out in the open. Um, might not be able to get onto that point. Yeah, he's kind of got to get his placement perfect with this Scion if he wants to avoid having that flayed one just fall back right onto the point.
Hello. Hello, hello.
Hey, hey.
Yeah, there must have been an outage or something over here, but yeah, I am back.
All right, cool.
So, catch me up to speed. What have I missed?
We are in round two. We are in Birinid's movement phase.
Oh,
Score is 5-2. He was able to take out two of Sheldon's 10 flayed ones. Um, so I personally think that this is still anyone's game. I mean, it's very early on. Um, he's
this
had
could be
his
the
sniper Scion charge into the flesh wounded combat flayed one on one of the objectives, and he's trying to body block that same objective with the veteran Tempester from this flayed one that he fell back from. Not sure if it's going to work out, but that is a big brain play.
I mean, yeah, this is definitely interesting. I mean, I see that the sergeant died from that flayed one.
Yeah,
Ugh, that's a rough spot.
yeah. Fortunately, though, Birinid, he did decisive move with the Tempester, and so he was able to pile in base to base that flayed one and prevent it from being able to consolidate into any of his plasma gunners.
Hmm.
So that was 2 CP well spent.
Kind of a rough spot that you even have to do that, though, right? I mean, it's kind of like cutting losses,
Oh, for
really
sure.
trying to mitigate sort of a disaster situation.
Yeah, he's in survival mode, trying to make the best of a bad situation. Kind of shifting all his Imperial Guardsmen back to the other side of the wall, near the point.
Yeah, I actually kind of wish that he might be fine there. I was going to say I wish that he would move a little further back because it's possible maybe that he could get charged through the wall by that flayed one.
Alright, so we're now in Sheldon's movement phase, and he re-rolls an advance roll of a 1 into another one.
Oh,
Uh,
wow.
it will be enough to get him on that point.
I wonder what he was going for there.
I think he just wants to put bodies onto that middle objective, which,
I mean, if he could do it with a
honest,
1 though, why
yeah,
re-roll it?
honestly, it's not even it shouldn't even be a priority anymore at this point, because he controls 4 objectives. He can afford to just, like, lose
Yeah,
one, you know?
mhm, for sure. I'm kind of surprised by something here. So Buren had charged his
His sniper's
Scion, his
Scion,
sniper.
yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't charge like a special weapons gunner. Maybe. I mean, maybe there wasn't one close enough. because I mean, obviously the Scion's not going to have Catachans, so it's just strength 3.
Yeah, I think the charge. I mean, he rolled an 8 for the charge for the Scion. I think that any of the models kind of in this general area uh, probably could have made it in.
Mhm.
So remind me and the viewers, Shane. So that Tempester Scion, it fell back, right? Is it still eligible to receive the fixed bayonet order?
No, it needs to be within an inch to do that.
Kill Team Stream is using the Novak Necron Dynasty.
Man, I just do not know what Goffred's doing in reserve.
Yeah,
That is boggling my mind.
yeah. I can only imagine what the play is here with him. Um, Very unconventional for what how we see Godfrey used normally.
And I mean, Goffred is so good against flayed ones. He
Yeah.
really is like fantastic.
He gets the opportunities for so many hit rolls. As Catachan, he's toughness 4. The power sword is a great weapon against these one wound
Just toughness 3,
reanimating
but I
models.
mean, toughness
Pardon?
3, but I mean 3 wounds, 3 up invuln, so
Oh, well, I meant to say strength.
strength 4, yeah, with
Strength 4 with
Catachan.
the Catachan buff, yeah.
It's like another
Another
advance for flayed ones.
advance of
Ooh.
1. These Necrons are seizing up. That's
Yeah,
not going to be enough to get him on the point.
no. Well, I mean, he's already got one guy there that's safe for now.
Oh,
So the sergeant died, correct?
that is correct.
I'm gonna go ahead and put him over here on the scoreboard. Okay, so this flayed one is just walking right up.
That flayed one in the tower just shifting ever so slightly, trying to deny spots where Gottfried or the other 2 Scions that are set up in reserve can get down onto this board. I guess mostly the Scions.
So I mean, some of these gunners just don't have any shots, just on virtue of like going first. Like I believe this readied guy right here doesn't have any shots. This guy I don't think has any shots. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I liked the readied move on Baronid's part for that plasma gunner, especially in this matchup, right? Like, well, why would you ready a model when you don't need to worry about your opponent's shooting?
Hmm. So I mean, from the looks of it, we're gonna see this guy, this veteran here, just get lit up by plasma.
Yep.
Oh, you know what? Actually, that ready guy does have a shot on the veteran. So,
Oh,
hey,
okay.
and I think even this guy back here does
Yeah.
too.
I
Granted, it
think
might
I
be
think
longer.
everybody on the board that is a human has line of sight on that flayed one.
Yeah.
Do you think that we could see a move on one of those uh, models closer to the objective?
Maybe.
Because you got to figure if you're Baronid, you're gonna put so many shots into that Necron. You're hoping to kill it, and then the next thing is you just got to have more bodies on that objective than your opponent. The Scion probably will not be able to kill that flayed one, and that flayed one will probably kill the Scion.
Yeah, that's true. You gotta hold something, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so here's the next of the. So I think he is using the aerial drop here. He's just gonna plop this guy right in front of this flayed one over here.
Yeah. He
And I
might be
think
able
this
to
one,
split shots onto both of those if he really wanted to, but
yeah, this is gonna be the one that's gonna go for the leader here. Granted, that leader is gonna be, within an inch of cover. So I know he does definitely want that cut off the head, but we'll see if he'll be able to get it. And then Gottfried, I mean, you got to drop Gottfried now, right? Oh, is he going to spend all of his CP right now?
okay. So, if Baronid is unable to kill the leader this turn, how many points is he going to score if he kills it the next turn?
Well,
It's a
this is
flat,
yeah, it's a flat 3. This is the version for Du Bois where no matter when you get the leader, you get the 3 points.
exactly. So
It's just a matter of getting him.
I do like this play. I'll be honest.
Okay, so let's see what the order is going to be. It might be a take aim just to get another guy re-rolling ones. Oh, yep, there it is.
Wow. Okay.
Reroll ones to hit onto this Scion right here. So we're probably going to see him shoot. Okay, I don't. I hate that he's having this guy shoot first. He should have this guy shoot first because he has no other shots, right? If
What
this guy kills this flayed one, then this guy could shoot into the middle, right?
for sure?
Whereas
Yeah.
if these guys kill the flayed one, these guys have nothing to shoot at. So he's kind of
Yeah.
minimizing his chances here.
Well, he hasn't pulled the trigger yet, so
He got a food delivery. Okay.
well, while Kill Team Stream is getting his food, maybe maybe Biranid will have a few more minutes to think about what model he's going to start off shooting with.
Yeah. I mean, this guy's readied anyway, right? Like this should be the go-to.
Yeah, like I said
Um,
earlier, there's really no point to have put
yeah.
the ready order onto that model. You could have moved it. I mean, they only got 6-inch movement, but that's enough to get a lot more angles onto like the flayed ones on the middle objective, the flayed one up in the tower. Just create more targets of opportunity for yourself. There's no reason to put a readied order on that guardsman gunner. Okay.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So
Well, all right.
split
So he's shooting over
firing.
here. All right.
Yes,
I thought he initially pinged the veteran, so I'm
I believe he did.
okay.
Yep,
So he's
splitting
splitting
shots.
shots.
Uh,
Okay. So first shot onto this guy, hitting on probably a 4. He's almost definitely obscured, right? Yeah. Well, actually, from the Scion, I
I
don't think
hope
he
he
is
wasn't
obscured.
overcharging.
Oh, he is overcharging, but he's re-rolling ones because of take aim.
Ah, okay.
Oh my god. All
Oh
right,
my
re-roll the next one.
gosh.
Okay, hits. This wins on it too. Oh,
Yeah, he's got a case of the ones here.
Yeah, that's a lot of ones. Just rolled 3 ones and 5 dice. All right, next guy shooting into. Okay, again, go with this guy, man. And then you got this guy looking over here and nothing. All right, so he's not overcharging. Smart. 2 shots on threes. Or fours, actually, because that's a special weapons. Oh, man. Next, the leader. 2 shots on fours. Yeah. All right, there's a hit. So this wounds on a 3. Oh, it's the
A
1.
serious case of the ones here.
Yeah.
This is not good. I'm just going to go ahead and take away the deployment zones.
Yeah, those are not necessary anymore. So next, we're going to see some shots onto the leader. Oh, and he's overcharging this guy. Uh-oh. Hitting on fours.
Okay, I saw the one. I saw the
Hits him.
one.
Next
Here's the
shot.
second shot.
Hits. Wounds on it too. Oh,
The
no.
worst, some of the worst rolling I've seen.
Yeah, that's horrible.
My goodness. Not even getting to an injury roll with all that plasma.
Against flayed ones.
Just
Man.
what can you do?
Well, there are more shots coming. Like, for instance, you've got this Scion up here. He's going to take a couple shots at this flayed one. Oh, and he's going to split. Wow. I
Yeah,
mean, at this point,
he's going for broke here.
I don't think you should split at this point. Like, you just need to kill one. Like, you still haven't gotten your kill one. Oh my god, and he's overcharging. Oh, I would go 2 shots on that guy, not overcharging. Let's see how this goes. Hits. Wounds on it too. Okay, so that goes through. So it's going to be 2 damage, 4 or
Yeah.
5. There's
6.
the reanimate.
A
Yeah.
big 6.
Now the other guy does not hit. It didn't blow himself up though. Still a couple shots left. You know, you got these 2 fellows over here.
I don't think the readied guy is shot yet either.
Yeah, ironically. No chance in the world does
No,
that
there's
ready guy
no.
be.
Don't be
Oh,
measuring for targets out there.
okay, yeah, he almost missed. I think Sheldon's reminding him that he has a shot with the ready guy. Who's actually unobscured. So it'll be hitting on fours, the guardsman gunner. But does he overcharge? He's not overcharging. Okay. 2 shots, hitting on fours. He's got to get a kill here. I mean, this is
He certainly is due for one.
missed both shots. He might have rolled a wound there, but he didn't actually hit because this guy's hitting on fours.
Yeah.
But that was a 1 anyway. So
Yeah, exactly. Inconsequential.
not over. He's screaming at us.
He's screaming at us. I'm not overcharging, guys.
This is long range too, so it's just 1 shot on a 6, I think. Oh,
Okay.
it hits. Wounds
Okay.
on a 3.
Oh
Holy,
my gosh. Use some. I'm literally going to message him. Use different dice.
incredible.
Use the box, man. Sometimes the box is just
Yeah,
the
but
way to
Beard
go.
he always uses this awful dice roller. Like, I'm not going to talk on the quality of the dice that it rolls, but I just hate this thing. I hate it so much.
I
It
just
reminds me
don't
of
like
TAO.
Yeah, I just don't like dice rollers.
Okay, so this guy hitting on a 4, probably not going to kill the flayed one, but you know, let's see. Another one. And then the flayed one's going to fight back. So hitting on 4s, we're re-rolling 1s and 2s.
Oh boy.
and that's the combat. Rerolling ones and twos, and he's already got a hit. So, what in the world is he doing?
I
Why?
wh-
Why
okay,
was-
all right.
okay, well, 3 hits total because that 3 misses. So
Don't you
that
do
was
that,
something
Shane? Don't
about
you
that.
always stack your dice immediately before rolling them?
Like they all disappear. Like he
Yeah,
moves one aside, and then he stacks them all up, and then he hits the button, and they all disappear. Why is he only rolling?
I they said they
Okay,
messed up and they're re-rolling, so I guess it was only one hit and a wound.
no, it definitely should have been 3 hits. Okay, fails one of the saves, so this is an injury now.
Dead.
He's dead. So again, Biren is actually scoring nothing this round. 0 points across the board. And by some miracle, Sheldon's actually going to score proximity alert.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is a huge swing of points here. I mean, but like, look at how, I mean, obviously the dice did not help him, but this situation here in his own backline got really out of control. And I can't help but feel like it would be a lot different if he had just deployed Godfrey.
Yeah. Gottfried is the anvil to the
Oh,
plasma shooting hammer.
Sheldon actually, oh my God.
And I mean, honestly, like,
Oh my God.
yeah.
Okay, Sheldon gave Bjornit an absolute gift right there. He consolidated it into the Power Fist Tempester, and then he rolled a 1 on the wound again. That's outrageous.
Yeah. Um,
I mean, at this point, I mean, I don't know how he comes back from this. I mean, I guess he can collect a lot of bounties in a single turn and cut off the head, that's 3 points, but he has 1 point on the primary in 2 turns.
he needs everything. He needs to play perfectly, and he needs literally all the dice to go his way these next two
Yeah.
turns if he wants to catch up. Yeah, all of Biranid's wound rolls this turn were ones. Did not reach a single injury roll with the like 9 plasma guns that he's shooting, the combat with the Tempester Scion, the combat with the Scion, you know. And like obviously he got diced incredibly bad this past turn, but we'll just have to see what happens the rest of this game, but you know, you have to put yourself when you're playing this game in positions where um you kind of insulate yourself against bad dice
Oh.
as best you can, I guess.
Hey, actually, it's not true that all of his wound rolls were ones. He did get 1 wound through, and then he reanimated on the
Oh,
injury.
yes, that is true. Yeah. To add insult to
Because,
injury,
yeah, and
really.
I mean, he went in with no CP because, you have Gottfried and the Scions coming
Okay,
in.
Biranid with the decisive move here.
Probably going to see Gottfried charge the leader.
I can tell you what, he's definitely not going to charge that flayed one up in the tower. Don't know why they would be measuring there. Yeah, Luster, I'm with you on that. I think Godfred should have been started on the front line as well. Um, there are some factions, I think, where if morale is more of an issue for them, you can get away with a play like this and targeting like a leader that has like the highest leadership or a model that has the highest leadership of Godfred, maybe. But in this case, that's simply not the case because Necrons all have 10 leadership. They just don't shake, they don't break. Um,
So Sheldon wins the roll off here, and he's going to charge Gottfried with that guy in the tower.
oh,
I think
jeez.
he needs like a 9 or 10. That will
Okay,
not
got a
do it.
4.
Does he re-roll that? He is.
I don't think so. I think he just took away the CP. Oh,
No,
wait.
he had
Oh,
3 going into this. Oh, I think the 9 does it.
yeah.
Yep, he only needed an 8, actually, so
All right, yeah.
so
So,
cut off the head probably not happening now.
no. So, subtract 3 from the final score.
Well, I mean, there's still turn 4, I guess, but,
And we'll have to see.
yeah, I mean, at this point, though, I feel like any amount of luck is not gonna be enough for Baronet here, right?
Yeah.
Because he's down 2 to 11.
He's charging.
He's charging only the veteran, which I actually kind of wish he would charge them both because then you could keep well, I guess the Tempester is he in with the veteran right now?
No.
Oh.
I
Oh,
don't. He shouldn't be.
looks like he is, but I can't really tell.
So, who did he charge in with?
Just a regular Catachan gunner.
Yep, just throwing a body in there to try to keep it off the other 2 gunners. Yeah, I think Birinid's luck will change here, but I think it's probably it may be too little too late, you know. Like I said, he needs to play perfectly and he needs everything to go his way in order to catch up. And that decisive move charge onto Godfred with the flayed one um, just shuts down his plan for another turn. Now it's looking like turn 4. Like I just don't. The score is 2 to 11. Like
Yeah, there's no.
this
I don't
is
think
this is
there's a
very difficult
mathematical
if
way.
it's even mathematically possible.
Oh, now we have this Scion getting charged. He's overcharging his Overwatch. So let's see. Slow rolling. So he's looking for 6s. Oh, and he rolls a 1. Oh my god. Oh, and he dies. All right, one more, and the over is looking nice. So I mean, there's that.
True, true.
Um, I mean, that's not the worst, right? Because now Sheldon still. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I was gonna say the model can no longer charge. He's just standing there.
Yeah, I was thinking, well, that's one less opportunity to score cut apart, but the
Yeah, at this point, I mean,
the situation in the top right objective is dire, and it's about to get worse, or not. 4-inch charge. That is not going to be enough.
yeah, those. I mean, those wound rolls were really rough, but I'm looking forward to asking him about the choice to put Gottfried on reserve.
I definitely want to know what his plan was.
I mean, I think the
Um,
plan was
Maybe
to
we
put him
shouldn't
middle
ask him
here.
about it because it sounds like he might be using it later on in the game, but we'll try and get that for you.
Yeah, like a couple weird choices, like not putting a model on this point turn 1. I just didn't get that at all. Um, not deploying Gottfried. Just some interesting stuff. Yeah, I don't hate like dropping one Scion at a time from reserves. Like I actually think that's really interesting. Like there's definitely merit to it. Again, it's just that Godfrey reserve. Very interesting. Um, okay, so it looks like this flayed one is going to charge the leader
Long
and the
bomb
guy that's left
charge.
up. He can get onto the leader, I think, with an 8 maybe through the wall. He rolls a
So
7. That's not going to get
seven.
him anywhere.
No. Yeah, so Necron's still good. Even this old style list is still good in the correct matchup. You know,
Yeah, I mean,
the flayed ones aren't what they once were, but uh, they're still great against toughness 3. Another roll of 1 for Birinid, as is tradition. I think he meant to put this model on the objective here. He totally could have if he wanted to.
probably the intention.
So, all right, yeah. All right, so right now Birinid is contesting the 2 points on the right side of the board. Falling back with the Tempester Scion. Um,
I don't.
I don't
Why?
like that. I don't like that at all. That's you have your fixed bayonet order. Have him fight first. Try to pick up some points here.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
falling back with him, he's not going to do anything now.
nope.
He's basically done nothing the whole game outside of like when he swung on turn 1.
He served as a bridge for the flayed ones. That was basically what happened to him this game. Um, but even in this late stage of the game, the points do matter when it comes to tiebreakers and things like that. The points differential.
Mhm. Well,
For
not the points differential, but the points overall
right,
scored.
right.
There's also this Scion right here who's just sitting out. I mean, I guess Pyramid could still. I'm surprised Sheldon didn't move this flayed one leader out of LOS because right now Pyramid could just ready and take another chance at the leader.
Well, now it looks like he's thinking about just moving him and trying to not put shots on the leader.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess he does not want to shoot the leader. Okay.
Yeah, waited until turn 2 to drop Godfrey and a Plasma Scion Gunner in to try and snipe the leader. There's 2 turns left, and it looks like that plan has just been abandoned.
I mean, he definitely wants to try and hold more at the very least, like looking for primary, like get him off this point. Ideally, maybe hold this. get him off this point to hold this. So then he'd hold 2. Oh, and then maybe kill this guy so he could hold more.
Yeah. Does pick up the bounty. That'll
Sheldon's
be,
already got kill 1 because that model overcharged and blew himself up. So that's
yeah.
out of the question. That was the leader that advanced. I guess no other model really could have.
Yeah. The other closest one was tied up in combat, or it would have been the Scion that he wants on the bottom objective there. Okay. Oh, okay.
So this Scion right here is going to reroll 1s. Probably going to shoot over at this flayed one. Yeah, looks like it. So 2 shots unobscured too.
Nice. Okay. So 2 shots hitting on 3s. Probably
Yeah,
going to supercharge here because he just put the
yeah,
reroll 1s on him.
he's overcharging for sure. Yep. So let's see what the first shot does. Hitting on a 3.
Good thing he's got that rerolling
Oh
1.
my
Good thing
god.
he's got that rerolling 1.
No, I mean you can't
I
do it
know.
twice.
I know.
The
Gosh, so
over.
even with the dude, come on.
Yeah, and he rolls
This
a
is
1.
ridiculous.
Yeah, he's rolling
These
the so he re-rolls that, and now it's an injury. So 2 damage, 4 or 5, no re-rolls left. Gets a kill.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, at the cost of the Scion there. I
Gosh.
mean, the amount of ones.
This is yeah, the dice this game have not been kind to Byrnid at all.
Well, I will say I am validated in my over.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, if you had the under for guardsman dying to plasma overcharge, expect a Venmo request from Shane very soon.
I can also do PayPal,
Cash App?
not Cash App.
Oh, okay. Oh
Overcharging.
boy, you can tell you can tell that Byrnid is
Hits.
I don't even know what the word is.
Wounds. 2 damage. Out on a 3, 4, or 5. I actually don't think he should have overcharged because this guy's a flush wound. But yeah,
Yep. Oh,
gets him
he
though.
gets it.
Like I was saying earlier, though, Bjornid has always said that he thinks you shouldn't overcharge when they have a flush wound. Maybe he just didn't notice that that guy had a flush wound. I don't know. But worked out. So comes the guardsman gunner. I wonder if this guy's overcharging. Yep.
He readied that model again.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. He wanted to kill this guy, so it doesn't really. So this guy's hitting on fours, overcharging. Not sure what they're checking right now.
Yeah, off script. Beernit is off script right now. Oods, you're definitely right. That is the words I was thinking of.
Okay, yes, overcharging. We know. So see the slow rolls coming in. So hitting on fours, no rerolls, hits, wins on a two. Oh my god. Second shot misses. Good lord.
All right.
I don't think there's any shooting left.
I don't think
Okay.
so.
I think it's just
Fell back shot, advanced. Doesn't have targets. I think we're just
just
gonna go into the fight phase here soon.
yeah, so this flayed one swinging at Goffret. Two
Rerolling
hits.
that one.
Just okay. Gets a hit. So wounding on threes, 3 wounds. Triple ones incoming,
in
perhaps.
in before.
Only fails one.
All right, so Godfred's down to 2 wounds remaining.
Yeah, and then you got this special weapons gunner up here that's going to swing. One attack, hitting on a four. Nope. I'm not going to base him, maybe. No, guess no consolidate or anything. So the flayed one's swinging back. 2 hits, 1 reroll. What in the world is that? Okay, so 3 hits, winning on threes, 2 wins. So this guy gets a couple of 6-up saves. Okay, so 6-up saves. No.
1 damage. Flesh
Flesh
wound.
wound. Does he reroll that? He does, yeah. He's going to reroll it into another flesh wound. So now Goffret swings back. 2 hits, or 5 hits, 5 attacks, I guess I should say.
All
Sixes
ones.
explode. Yeah, here comes 5 ones. Okay, so that's 4 hits. I don't know what happened there. Oh, actually, it's 5 hits because the six.
Yep.
Wounding on fours, or yeah, fours. Needs the one. Come on. What? Come on.
I think he's having some difficulties with his dice roller. And
I don't.
that comment comes a little late in the game. He's been having difficulty with his dice roller
Oh, it
all game.
actually just
All
died
game.
after all that.
Yeah.
All right,
It
so
was
he gets to the injury out on a four. He gets a
it's a
flesh wound.
1, of course. Of course. Yeah, that dice roller is has not been not been working for him.
Yeah,
Oh, somebody said it fell inside like the little cardboard box on the box roller, and that's why it's not working.
yeah. Man, I hate this dice roller. I just
I mean, I don't think anybody's going to be using it after watching this game.
like I said, it reminds me of TAO, which I did not enjoy.
Never going back. Never going back to that.
So yeah, Byrnid's. I mean, he's getting hold one this time. Sheldon's not getting hold more. Both are getting kill one. Bjornid did get death from afar. I think he already scored it for himself.
There's Sheldon score proximity alert again?
Yes, I think so. Maybe.
We
No,
could
I
see
don't
a
think
max
so.
game here from.
Ooh, it's close. It might be proximity. I don't know. Um, Sheldon still has to give himself hold one and kill one. Yeah, so 13-6. I don't think we're going to see a max because no proximity, I guess, unless he's missing it. That's all the engage. So no proximity, I guess. They're still playing it out.
Yeah, I would have deleted that dice roller halfway through. Oh, you're still gonna use the dice. Okay. Would have deleted that dice roller about an hour ago, I think.
Yeah, understandably. Oh, I wish Byrnid would use these dice. Or not these dice, these markers over here, because if you hit move right here, it'll just get rid of them at the end. But he
Oh,
brought in
nice.
his own, and now he's
Yeah.
got this big pile of
Yeah, I
tokens.
just delete them.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't know
even
that
then,
they
it's
did
like
that. That's a
working,
helpful
right? You have to,
feature.
yeah. Like, because look at this. Watch this. Oh, whoops. Token. Bam. It's gone. Catch that?
Yep, I got it. All right, so score here is 8-14. Pyramid 110% will not be able to score. Cut off the head. May be able to pick up death from afar.
He could possibly score cut off the head, but it would be a long shot. He would need to like all got for it back and then like up and at him into the leader. But that's about the only out that I see. So Bjornit has no CP. I don't know if he just forgot to give it to himself or if he's already gone through it.
Nah, I think he just forgot to give it to himself. You know what it is? I think Byrnid is cursed whenever he's playing on our stream.
Well, I mean, he won a tournament on our stream, so I wouldn't go that far.
This game's been so bad, I already forgot about that. With his dice rolling, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, this is okay. So he's basing these guys, making sure that he can get the hold that objective.
That is a based move. Okay, so if Sheldon scores no additional points and Byrnid scores every point possible, then Byrnid wins.
Yeah, but Sheldon only has to hold one, and then he
Yep.
wins.
Yep.
Which I think he's going to do that. But you know that would be an epic implosion. I mean, we've seen throws on stream before, but nothing like this. So I mean, we'll temper the expectations.
Yeah, so moving forward, what are some adjustments you think that Byrnid should make in this
Um,
tournament?
I mean, I didn't hate his game plan with the honestly, like I didn't really have any issues with all the scions in reserve and dropping the one in.
Right.
I don't think. I mean, we can talk to him about it, but I personally do not think you should ever put Gottfried in reserve under like any circumstances, really, especially on this deployment. This is the closest deployment in proximity. They're only like 9 inches apart.
Yeah, you
Gottfried's
want
really
him
good.
you want him on the front line to dissuade any sort of like veteran advance charge turn 1,
Yeah.
or at least
And I
force
guess
your
just
opponent to charge into him.
yeah, I don't know if he was planning on dropping his reserves onto his own objective over here, but you just got to be mindful of your opponent's reserves, right? Because we saw Sheldon do was just drop a guy right there, and then there's no way he holds this objective
Yeah.
outside of like a really
Didn't
fortunate,
didn't
like,
have a model on that objective turn 1 anyways.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Like,
if his plan was to drop a model, one of his reserves onto it, like he kind of didn't consider the flayed one drop happening first. Um, the alternative is, of course, he just forgot to put a guy there, and he thought he did, which is a different mistake. But yeah. So Goffrey falls back right there, presumably just out of an inch of everyone. And I mean, he did take cut off the head, assuming that there would be a Praetorian, meaning that, not so much of like a horde of Necrons that would be tough to like drop into and like kill the leader. So
right.
I mean, I can see how the muster kind of maybe took him off guard as far as the how he expected Sheldon to set up.
So
I will
Sheldon's
say I
oh,
did catch a little bit of Sheldon's first game, and he rolled snake eyes like 4 or 5 times in a row.
yeah.
Um, Not in a row, but he rolled snake eyes a lot in that first game. So
He
maybe it's
rolled
just
he
his
did
dice
roll a
gods coming
couple.
back.
Yeah, he rolled a couple of ones on some advances this game as well.
True, yeah.
And
But
look at
I mean,
these
I'm sure he would.
charges.
I'm sure he's happy with the with the result.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah,
A near max score incoming.
yeah, he's on pace to get 17 here. So
The
that
charge
is
roll
gonna
of
get in.
8. Oh my goodness.
I only needed like a 7
Oh,
or 6.
these poor guardsmen getting cut up.
Yeah, for next week's stream, we're gonna have to not watch guard because
Yes,
2 weeks in a row.
we will make a concerted effort to get a non-guard game.
Yeah, there's a couple guard right now in top 8. So
Yeah.
well,
I'm really trying to get I find a time with Micromancer who is running AdMech because that's pretty interesting. We haven't really seen AdMech really perform uh, that great in any tournaments. And we've consistently ranked them as like a top A SB faction. So
you know
potential
who I
top
want to
tier.
watch?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I want to watch Tyranids. Because
Yeah,
there is a guy,
yeah.
his name is DeWasp playing. He's currently top 8 right now with Tyranids. I think he might be playing Astartes next week based on the current setup. So that's a tough matchup.
Yeah. And he's 2-0 right now, right?
Yeah, yeah. I am pretty sure he just rolled boxcars on an injury roll.
Yeah, he certainly did.
Oh my goodness.
And
Yeah, flush wound. Oh, that is brutal. So that flight one's gonna come on in.
but yeah, if anybody watching, there are obviously people watching this game that are participating in the Command Point Invitational. The pairings for that should be set Sunday morning.
Yeah, Saturday
Sunday,
night, Sunday morning.
well, Saturday night. Um, well, yeah, maybe
I'm
if we
assuming
if we
all the
don't
games are over
yeah,
by
if we
then.
if we don't run into any issues, all the games will be completed by technically 3 a.m. Sunday Eastern Standard Time, midnight Pacific, and then hopefully all the pairings will just go through.
I'm pretty sure this is the last game needed to be played for this week.
Excellent.
So yeah.
So after the scores are submitted, they might be set up earlier, and we can figure out or start figuring out when the next stream game will be.
Overcharging, one shot, long range obscured, hitting on a 6.
Get that death from afar. Come on.
I don't know if he gave an order. If he did, he didn't tell us. Oh, he might be doing fixed bayonet. Fixed bayonets would be the way, right? I mean, you definitely want to.
Yeah.
Fortunately, he's out of order range for this guy, so he can't possibly do anything but fix bayonets. Come on, really? Do fixed bayonets. What are you doing? He wanted to give this guy take aim, which I think was not the call. I think you go for fixed bayonets for sure, right? And he's splitting them.
Oh boy.
Okay, first swing, hitting on a 4, power fist. Hits. Wounds on a 3. Wounds. D3 damage, because he does not get an armor save here. 1 damage, that's what you want. He's got a flush wound, so 3, 4, 5. Gets him. That's a
Hey.
dead flayed one. Then you got another attack onto the veteran flayed one, who has just been the MVP for Sheldon.
Yeah, really.
Does not hit. He's gonna reroll it. Oh, maybe not. He took it back. He took away the CP and then he put it back. What? Okay, yeah. So this guy's going for the shot downtown. I believe. You know what? Yeah, he's definitely obscured long range, so he needs a 6. Probably overcharging. Yep. 1 shot on a 6. So only on a 1 he blows up, on a 6 he hits. Anything else is a miss.
Fitting.
Reroll, right? Okay, yeah, he's rerolling it. Oh man. Okay, come on. Let's see it. Hits.
Oh, it's gonna be a
Oh
1.
baby. Wounds, 2 damage. Here it comes.
Okay. Get ready for the 6.
So 2 damage. He's out on a 4 or 5. Oh, 3, 4, 5. He's actually already got a flesh wound.
What'd I say?
Oh no.
What'd I say? I told you that 6 was coming.
Oh, she's okay.
All right.
So that is done with. But well, wait a minute. What about this? Oh no, he can't see anything. Whew. Fight phase. So we've got the Tempester here. We've got this flayed one here. This flayed one. I'm forgetting who won initiative. I think it was Byrnid. So yeah, so the Tempester is going to go first into that flayed one, the veteran flayed one who just will not die. Oh, Kill Team Stream is going to decisive, probably into the Tempester.
Now that's just BM.
Right. One hit or two hits, one reroll,
Whoa. Okay.
three hits, winning on threes. Are they? Come on, guys, you don't got to check this. You know this. Three wounds, AP1. Um, yeah,
Needing
so
fives, I think.
four ups because. Oh no, fives because of the AP1 now.
Yes.
Oh,
Ooh! Where were
maybe
these
too
dice an
little, too
hour
late.
ago? Come on, man. Oh, jeez.
All right, gonna swing back. Two attacks, hitting on fours. Wow,
Ooh! What is happening?
he stopped using the dice roller, man. Two wounds. This is an injury right here. Is the cursed veteran flayed one gonna die? Let's see. One
One wound,
damage
one damage.
or five.
It's a two.
Splash wound. Okay. He has not gotten to utilize no escape at all this game, which is a shame because it really does help against flayed ones. Or I
I
mean Necrons in
I
general.
I also think it's just it's hard for a lot of players to know how to set up because this is really the first tournament that's using the new no escape rule, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So
That makes sense.
a lot of players may not like know about it or just aren't used to playing using the rules for it, you know? So
Right. Scottford takes another wound there, but he's got an extra one.
he's got a million of them. He's fine.
So here, right here, Gottfried could pin this flayed one with no escape. So I mean, once it comes back to him, we'll see if he does that. First, we've got this flayed one here. So that is what the hell? Okay. One wound, AP1. This is a 6 up save onto the Scion gun, or 5 up save actually, because that's a Scion. Fails it. So one damage, flesh wound. That's another situation where you could have seen no escape put into play, but he didn't set it up. And now, oh, there's another charge down here. I didn't even see that. All miss, but he's re-rolling ones and twos. So 2 hits now. Okay, he didn't factor that in correctly. Only one wound. Okay, so yeah, there no wounds. He did it right. So Gottfried swinging back, or I mean, any of these guys really. There's a lot of options here. No, he's not going to pin him. Oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, oh,
wait,
oh.
maybe. Come on,
Come on.
pin him.
Pin him.
Yeah,
This is
there's
not
some no escape
this is
action.
not WWE. This is Kill Team trying to pin this guy.
All right, you don't need to go that far. I think you got it. What? And so he's moving off the point now. He had no escape. I mean, he still
Bruh.
has it. But now he's moving off the point. Oh my lord. Okay. So he can now okay, I feel like he's moved about 4 inches at this point. If he probably hasn't, but it feels like he has. Just swing. Just consolidate after. Oh
Oh
no!
no.
Come on! He was trying to see if he can get on the leader.
Yep.
Pin this man. Oh my god. This is painful. Come on, man. I just want to see it. I want to see a pin. Honestly, no escape. Oh, move your hand, Ryan. I don't think he's going to be able to get onto the leader if that's what he's trying to do.
No,
I just cannot. I mean,
it's uh
yeah, not quite. And he's also like on top of the model right now.
yeah, when he puts this down, it'll see overlapping bases. You can't have that.
Yeah. If he goes back, he's further away. So it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, at least he gets no escape here. Five attacks. If we're doing this. Okay, so hitting on threes, exploding sixes. Okay, that's 4 hits. Oh, I think he's forgetting about the exploding six. Maybe. Yep. Winning on fours. Gets the wound, AP3. Now, with no escape, the flayed one here, I don't think he has a flush one. So he's going to die in a 3, 4, 5. So it's actually a 50-50 chance. Come on, please. 3, 4, 5. Let's see it. Oh.
Classic.
Oh.
Classic.
Come on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, no point in getting back on the objective anyway, because yeah.
Nope.
Now the special weapons gunner here hits, wounding on a 4 because he's Catachan, remember? Gets the wound.
Okay.
And a 4-up save coming for this flayed one. Okay. Nope. So no pins, but out on a 3, 4, 5 because of the flesh wound.
Did it roll?
No. They seem distracted by something else going on with Gottfried. What? Why are there 3 Gottfrieds? Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, we have an injury to roll over on this
Yeah.
side. Let's see it. 3, 4, 5.
It's a
Gets him.
4.
Look at
Okay.
that. Look at that big Catachan muscle coming through. Just some buff Catachan dudes.
Cool. Buff. Catachans. Beating up some Necrons.
Scion hitting on a 5. Nope. And I think that's it, right? That is the game. Am I not
Yeah.
mistaken? And no guardsman died, so Sheldon's not getting kill one. But he's gonna get hold one, so. Oh, break test on both sides. Necrons don't break, surprise, surprise. And
Godfred is still alive, so highest leadership, I believe, is 9.
is there even a
Correction, it's 8. Highest
oh yeah,
leadership is 8.
definitely needing a break test for the guardsman because he started with 11 and he's got at least 6 hanging in there. So 4 dead, 2 flesh wounds, so Can the flayed ones? I guess the flayed ones, some of them can fail. So he rolled a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Close. If you rolled a 5, he would have shaken. Ugh. Oh no. Baronid's not even going to hold this point. I mean, he will hold this one and this one. But yeah, no hold more. Hey, this guy passed. Oh. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I DC'd again.
Oh, it crashed.
Okay.
Every
Well, it wasn't
game.
me.
Nope.
Well, we should probably hop in and talk to them anyway.
Yep. So I will head on over there in a second.
One more proximity alert with Gottfried. I would have scored 1,
Wait, we're gonna go back
2.
and tally this. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got two more. I would have hold 1, hold 2. You would have hold 2, so we both would have held 1. I'm like, so it's disconnected, but it's spinning around the board, so I can actually look at what the board
Oh,
state
okay.
is.
It completely booted me. I'm like done.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
let me I'm back in the server. I'll let you know.
Okay.
So it would have been hold 1, kill 1, proximity alert, and you did not get cut apart, right?
Did you kill one that round, Sheldon?
I don't think I did.
Actually,
No, I
Sheldon did
didn't.
not.
Yeah.
So
it would have been held
Sheldon,
one.
the final score that we're going to see here is I believe 10-16.
Okay,
Want
yeah,
one.
it
For
would have
the
been
for the Necron.
two more points, I think. One for
Yeah.
proximity alert and one for holding 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have gotten. Shit, I was maxed on bounty. I would have had hold 1 and kill 1.
I think that's it, right?
I did get a kill with that long range boy that I spiked at 6.
And you didn't score yourself that yet, right? So it would be 11-16.
So I would have
Okay.
maxed that. Yeah, I would have
Okay.
maxed on Death from Afar.
Yeah, and I can send you guys the screenshot after we're done here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, let's talk about it.
Yep.
Yeah,
GG.
Yeah, so good game, guys.
good game.
Yeah, you guys said you wanted entertaining, so I tried to do weird shit.
I guess so, yeah. So Sheldon, congratulations on your victory here.
Thank you.
I know that some people were expecting you to take the Triarch Praetorian for a spin. What made you decide to go all flayed ones this game?
Well, I was originally going to do the Triarch Praetorian, and then Bjorn had called it out. Watch me get turn 1 charged by a Triarch Praetorian, and I was like, well, now I can't do it.
Yeah, so instead of
So
instead of charging him turn 1 with a Triarch Praetorian, you just tried to go with the tried and true veteran flayed one. Fair,
I mean,
fair.
this is the list I've been rocking since LVO 2019 or whatever. This is my tried and true list, all flayed ones. So I mean, I know how it works. Been it's been good to me so far.
Yeah, and sometimes that's worth more than running the new, like whatever the newfangled meta list is running the list that you're familiar with.
Yeah, exactly.
Shane, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I want to talk to Bjornid a little bit about the so talk to us about the reserve choices, because I mean, we saw the 3 Scions, but then we saw Gottfried, and we were talking about that for most of the game. So can you just tell us about what the thought there was?
Yeah, I mean, it was just like a go all in on it was like a 1-2 punch against the leader, right? Because it was kind of like other things don't really matter. I can come in and I knew I would have low early turns or early turn 1, I guess. But that would have been, let me think. So I would have, killing that leader would have been death from afar, 3 points for killing the leader with cut off the head, hold one, kill one, potentially kill more. So it's like 7-ish points or so. And rather than like, I knew that the vet was going to come in and things like that. And really, it's like I kind of figured I would be able to mitigate that other ways. So I don't know. Guard are just like so efficient per model that it doesn't feel like it hurts terribly to stick stuff in reserves for a little bit. And they're so powerful, like when they do come down. Like the reserves drop turn, let me think, this would have been turn 2, was the main reserves drop because I was kind of did it in phases. If that had gone my way, that would have been great. You know,
Honestly, that kind of pushed the whole game for me, was putting Gottfried in reserve, because I had to screen him immediately, as I figured, oh, he's going for cut off the head. I knew immediately, okay, I got a screen. So it really kind of pushed me back a little bit to be protecting my leader, and I
yeah,
couldn't be as aggressive. Definitely changed like the whole way I had to play the game, kind
it
of
just
from the
feels,
beginning.
yeah, it feels like this game is getting smaller in terms of oh shit type stuff that people can bring out. And it was something that occurred, last night. I was thinking about it. I was like, nobody has ever put Gottfried in reserves. It was kind of like, what would I do if I did that? And it was kind of like, okay, I could make a 1-2 threat on the leader, come down, try and get him with plasma, and own that board with Gottfried, or that objective, in subsequent rounds, because there's nothing that's gonna, hurt him. He can take on 2 flayed ones and stuff. Like he's a boss with that. Or plasma blows himself up. Worst case scenario, I charge in with Gottfried next turn. But the way decisives worked and stuff, I didn't get to do all that. So, but just
Yeah, I mean, I was screening you out from like the beginning. That was kind of like,
yeah,
I was scared of Gottfried, and that's why I threw chaff at him as soon as he was on the board. I was like, I'm just gonna make sure this guy doesn't get in to
yeah.
anything
No,
serious.
it was a gamble because like putting him in and waiting till turn 2 to do it, he's not doing work until turn 3. But it's like, okay, he can provide a little bit of obscurity. He's a body against my guy. Like if you did have, because I was thinking, I thought you were going to take the Praetorian, 2 warriors, and then flayed ones.
Yeah,
Um, yeah,
that was
something
my
to that
original
effect.
idea.
Okay, yeah. So I was like, okay, this is how it's going to go, and so I would drop in, screen him, and then work from there. Try and outshoot that first round, and then if everything goes wrong, I got a charger. So
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Well, cool. Shane, do you have any other questions?
Yeah, I want to know if I'm right about this. So, you left your objective in your DZ open on turn 1. Was your plan to drop one of your scions onto the point?
Originally, yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So the flayed one kind of just caught you off guard.
yeah.
That's a tough spot there.
Well, again, it came down to initiative, right? Because he got to drop first, and then it was
Mhm.
like, okay, I mean, it's not bad. I'm going to drop into my DZ anyway. And I was thinking like there could be a move play, but the way like things were packed in and stuff, it just seemed like that was more optimal. Like just take out a combat and stuff. And then it was like the way things were in, it would be. I don't know if I would have been able to finagle. Thinking back, there might have been some of that in the decision
Right.
making and stuff. But yeah, I figured turn 1 was a loss leader. Come let him get in and stuff and get into position, and then try and counter that real hard. Because like if you look at the towers, melee really likes to be on the other side of towers with this deployment. Melee really likes to be on the opposite side to your DZ. Like when you're deployed, you're looking at the tower. They want to be on the other side, like charging out and stuff. And so this list kind of counters that. Is why I was thinking guard was interesting for this map. Would be like the counter melee, like they get into position, and then I counter that with reserves drops.
Mhm.
Right.
But yeah, the way it worked out, I wanted to still have some stuff on that leader, and then he got farther than I thought he would. Turn 1 on an advance to that far objective for him to the side, where I had to drop a scion that ended up blowing himself up on a reaction to a charge and stuff. I wanted him to come in and get that originally, and so it was like, okay, deviated to that, pushed him a little further back, and then was going to split shots on those guys. But I didn't get lucky on the math with all that because
But,
I didn't
Rolls
shoot.
would really. You kept getting terrible rolls too. That didn't help.
Yeah,
that turn 2 was just brutal to watch.
Yeah.
The the ones everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a
We-
little bit of a bet going before the game on the over under for guardsmen blowing themselves up on plasma. It was the
Right.
1.5, and I took the over, and I didn't think I was going to get it. And then that last round, that guy just cooked himself.
Yeah. So
Did you
the-
guys see that my dice roller actually failed mid game?
Oh, I would have deleted
just-
that dice roller probably an hour and a half ago if I
Yeah.
were you. Holy,
it literally-
was
yeah.
that was some of the worst dice rolling I've seen ever.
It just
Um,
gave up on me. It
yeah,
gave up in
for
the
sure.
bathroom.
Yeah, don't
Like,
use it
should've seen
anymore.
my
Just
first
use the
game.
boxes. Just use the boxes.
You should've
Well,
seen
that was
my
the
but
first game
yeah.
against Spencer Lock. That was like I got so many snake eyes. It was ridiculous. It was like it's
Yeah.
like snake eyes. Oh,
Well,
wow.
that's the
I'd
thing.
re-roll it. Snake eyes. No kidding.
Yeah. No, same. Like that's the thing is, this is my third pretty much ever game. Ever game with guard, and played 2 back to back so far. One in prep against Tau, and then one actual game. And in those 2 games, I killed 7 of my own dudes with plasma. So I was like, I asked Sheldon beforehand, "Do you mind if I use an old roller?" And that's why, like, this roller was supposed to be, it was my Obi-Wan. It was my only hope
Oh no!
in this. So
True
yeah.
betrayal.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Well, all right, guys. Thank you for your time. Thank you for allowing
Yeah.
us to stream the game for everybody. Thank you all for tuning in and watching this game with us. If you want to find out where you can find next week's stream, you can head over to the Discord where we will be announcing it there, and we'll also be announcing it, posting the time for it on the YouTube channel here. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and